Modern life is defined by a constant, anxiety-inducing flood of data, open tabs, and digital queries that never seem to stop. We have reached a strange paradox. We possess instantaneous access to nearly every answer ever recorded, yet we are experiencing higher levels of personal confusion than any generation before us. Most of us are stuck in a cycle. We input a panicked, poorly defined query into a search bar, and the machine outputs a highly confident, automated response. The breakdown happens because users rarely understand the actual root of what they are trying to ask in the first place. AI models are processing the text they receive with flawless efficiency. The friction exists because a text prompt is often just a surface-level symptom of a problem, rather than the source of it. Consider the life cycle of a single abstract thought as it moves from your mind toward a machine interface. This is the distortion gap. Significant fidelity is lost the moment you try to force a complex, abstract emotion into the rigid, linear structure of language. By the time the thought reaches the interpretation layer, your original intent has been stripped away. The machine is left with nothing but a text string to process literally. Within the Axiom operating system, we treat this friction as a signal. The frustration and anxiety you feel are actually raw data points attempting to highlight a hidden question. Solving this requires a shift in how we use technology. Instead of asking machines for better text, the goal is to build systems that visualize unarticulated intent, bypassing the language filter entirely. To find that clarity, we have to move away from the noise of the open web and enter a mathematically precise geometric staging plane. This is XDTSI, data that sees itself. This layer of the system functions as a cognitive mirror designed to reflect your own logic back to you. This matrix captures the unobservable chaos of human thought and restricts it within a defined, access-bounded coordinate corridor. The machine serves as a tool for mapping abstract emotional data directly into this observable geometric structure. When data achieves this reflexive clarity, the true signal becomes self-evident. It creates a state where the information is actionable without needing further external translation. Let's look at how this works with a common query, like, how do I make more money? First is ABC, awareness, bottleneck, clarity. This traps the thought to reveal hidden friction. Next, the 1, 2, 3 layer plots physical reality, defining initiation and constraints. Finally, XYZ isolates the variables and pivots needed to reach the end state. This coordinate progression takes an emotional panic and translates it into a precise, navigable map. Plotted within this coordinate system, the thought changes. Observation allows the user to see the structure of their own inquiry from a distance. This leads to a wave function collapse, the moment the system forces all that emotional noise to compress into a single point. The output of this collapse is a single decision vector, providing a path that is no longer clouded by ambiguity. In the AOS framework, this collapse is a one-way, irreversible event. By turning a signal into a command, the system effectively resolves the uncertainty. The visual interface provides the necessary staging plane for the user's own intelligence to finally recognize its own patterns. In this state, abstract anxiety is replaced by a permanent, geometric structure you can observe and interact with. This process uses the machine to render your own cognition visible, rather than outsourcing the labor of thinking to an external model. This is the core of the system. Luck is prepared awareness arriving before consensus. When you can see the question behind the question, you are no longer dependent on the world to interpret reality for you. Stop asking machines to do your thinking. Use them to see your thinking. Reveal the question. Collapse the noise. Enter the axiom.